If you happen to visit China, Korea, Japan, or live in the Midwestern or Eastern parts of the US, you may have encountered a living fossil. Let me explain. The term living fossil comes from renowned scientist and geologist Charles Darwin. Though there's still debate on its actual definition, it is referred to as a species discovered first as a fossil and believed extinct, but which is later found living, or a remnant of a once diverse group that existed millions of years ago. But what living fossil am I referring to? Well, I'm talking about none other than the Great Ginkgo Biloba. The Ginkgo Biloba is the oldest living tree species in the world and can be found as far back as the Permian period, over 270 million years ago. They were declared extinct from the world until 1961, when a German scientist and physician found them in Japan and eventually traced back their origins to China. Fossils of ginkgo trees look nearly identical to the trees you see living today. During fall, the Ginkgo bilobas turn a vibrant yellow color, one of their most prominent characteristics, and the easiest way to spot them during this time. This occurs due to an accessory pigment known as carotenoids. Most of us are familiar with the pigment known as chlorophyll. Chlorophylls A, B, and C are responsible for absorbing red, yellow, and blue light, and in turn reflecting green light, giving plants their green color. This absorption of wavelengths causes the excitation of electrons, thus initiating the start of photosynthesis, which helps turn light into energy. Despite it being the most effective process known to capture light energy, photosynthesis isn't 100% efficient. That's where the usage of accessory pigments like carotenoids, a yellow and orange pigment, come in. Alongside chlorophyll, this pigment helps capture sunlight and quickly transfer the energy they receive to chlorophyll A. They assist by capturing different wavelengths of light and by guarding chlorophyll from receiving excessive solar energy, a process called photoprotection. However, as autumn approaches, trees start breaking down chlorophyll and start moving the sugars and starches made within the leaf into the twigs of the tree. With the dissipation of chlorophyll, this allows accessory pigments like carotenoids to take over, thus unmasking the colors of fall. Present within the Ginkgo biloba is the carotenoid xanthophyll, which is best at reflecting yellow light. On top of being known for their longevity and golden hue, Ginkgo bilobas are also resilient to forces of mass destruction. During the 1945 atomic bombing in Hiroshima, Japan, a bomb whose radius extends to 1,609.34 meters, 6 ginkgo trees survived, some being as close to the epicenter as 1,120 meters. This feat was primarily due to the ginkgo tree's impressively deep-rooted system, with roots expanding to 10 to 15 feet in mature specimens, which, in comparison to the average tree root depth, is only 2 to 6 feet. These roots acted as an anchor during the event, helping the ginkgo tree to stay in one place. To this day, the trees live on. Whether you live nearby one or you happen to come across one sometime in your life, take a moment to appreciate the great ginkgo, a living fossil, a golden glory, and a persevering symbol of strength.